Retirement is something we all dream about, having the freedom to dictate your own schedule, spend time with loved ones, and enjoy endless vacations. But in order to have a successful retirement, you've got to educate yourself. Joining us now to explain, two of Southern Nevada's premier retirement advisors, Nick Strobelt and Abe Ashton, are here from Ashton Strobelt. They are fondly referred to as Nevada's retirement brothers. Good morning to both of you and welcome.
Morning.
Good morning.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. Now, Abe, let's talk about the importance of educating yourself when it comes to retirement. If you follow the news, you know that the stock market just crashed.
Yeah. It's been a pretty rough start to the new year. I just saw one of the articles I read right as I was walking in said that this is the worst start to a new year in 25 years. So, I mean, if you think back over the history of the ups and downs you've seen, this is as bad as it's been even since before 2008, before the subprime mortgage mess. And I think what a lot of people are asking themselves right now, Dow, is, do I jump and run and pull all of my money out of the market? What should I do? Does this mean it's going to be the awful year that so many are predicting? And I wish I could have a crystal ball here right in front of all of the viewers and say, this is exactly what's going to happen. We don't know. What I want people to think about right now is if you're at a stage of life where you see retirement coming just around the corner in the next 5 or 10 years or sooner, you want to make sure, if you're feeling this pain and this concern about your account balances going down, it means you should be getting out of the market just because of the stage of life you're in, not necessarily because of market timing, not because of the events this week or with Russia or with Greece and worldwide events, but because for you as an individual, you need to make your decisions based off of what's going on in your life. And if you're close to retirement, yeah, this might be a good eye-opening experience to say, I may not be as comfortable with risk as I thought I was. And there are some great options out there. Our phones are ringing already at the office, we know today, because of what's happened this week in the market with the volatility.
Yeah, and you don't want people to panic. You don't want to be in that situation. So if you educate yourself and you have a long horizon, you got to think about what you're doing and make a plan.
We don't want them to panic, but if this is something that's moving them to say, yeah, this tells me where I'm at. This tells me that I can't weather this risk anymore. I need to look for what's out there in the lower risk or zero risk type of financial tools. Then, yeah, it's time to sit down and talk about it.
Now, Nick, with educating coming to mind, let's play a little game today called Fact or Fiction.
All right.
So the first one is fact or fiction. Most people will have a lower tax burden in retirement than they do in their working years.
Well, unfortunately for many people, or too many people, the answer is fiction, believe it or not. You wouldn't think so, because many people in their working years are making their highest amount of income and they're in the highest tax bracket, but then when they retire, they're making less income and then a lower tax bracket. So you're like, why is that fiction? But if you're married, filing jointly, and you make more than $44,000 a year, for every additional dollar you make through investment income and things like that, not only is that extra dollar taxed through your normal income tax bracket, but the IRS also reaches into your Social Security dollars and takes 85% of one of those dollars and taxes it also at your current tax rate. And so your effective tax rate in that scenario is often higher than someone that is working full-time, making the highest tax bracket.
And I don't think a lot of retirees realize that.
No, unfortunately
That's shocking.
don't.
Well, they were promised at some point in their life that their Social Security would never be taxed, that it's sacred money that you contribute and it wouldn't be taxed. And unfortunately, today, many of the people we meet with, most actually, are paying taxes on their Social Security. And let's be honest, taxes really only have one way to go with looking at what the deficit that we have, that taxes will probably go up in the future.
Now, Abe, fact or fiction?
I've failed at every test I've ever been in.
Me too.
Why are we doing this?
All financial advisors are essentially the same, so it doesn't matter who you see as long as they are reputable.
Yeah, they're all the same. Some are fat, some are skinny, some are tall, some are short. They're all different. But what I think people forget is how often just personal preference and personal opinion is involved in giving financial advice. One advisor may feel, hey, I don't like these financial tools or these financial products, where another says, I think they're key and essential to someone having a solid retirement or financial plan. The key is finding someone who understands your needs, understands the stage of life that you're at. And so a lot of that is, I hate to say it, it's very similar to dating, to see if you have the same principles and priorities in this financial and business relationship that you're going to have. And when you find that person, if you find that person, stick with them. Trust their advice as they see you through into and after your retirement years.
And obviously, if the office picks up the phone, are people available to talk to you? And you guys are.
Oh, yeah.
So you're always there.
We don't have a automated press 7 to find out where your financial advisor is hiding from you today number. We just we don't have that. If people call in, we think that the best thing that we can do is over communicate with our clients. Make sure they always know what's going on. We don't hide from anything, because that's what people are looking for. Is they want just honest answers.
Now, fact or fiction, bonds are significantly less volatile than stocks.
Let's see it.
It's my turn to take the test.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, stocks are often much more volatile than bonds, especially this week. Since the new year, everyone can see that stocks have really taken a nosedive, and it's making a lot of people nervous. And like Abe was saying earlier, you know, if you're 5 or 10 years away from retirement, what type of asset allocation, what type of investment is appropriate for you, so you can protect those dollars and not run out during your full retirement years?
I think sometimes the fiction about bonds is that people think there's no risk to bonds.
But
And that's not true.
It's not true at all. Definitely, bonds can definitely have risk, especially in a rising interest rate environment, which we've seen since December. The bonds act negatively or inversely to interest rate directions, and so we have to be careful and make sure our bond portfolio is properly invested in that scenario. But
Yes.
it's not immune to fluctuation.
And that's why people have to get professional help, because sometimes they don't know what they're doing either,
Yeah.
and that's where you guys come in.
Yeah, people are worried about the pitch. I mean, let's be honest. When people are thinking about the financial plan, they're worried about someone selling them. And we just want to educate people. We want to give them the tools. It's why we came up with the 5 steps to retirement that we offer the viewers of the show. And we want people to know they can just come to our office, get answers, get a second opinion, and come in and sit down.
So the book is right there on the screen. You're offering it to anyone who calls right now?
Anybody who calls in the next 30 minutes.
In 30 minutes.
Yep, we've got this 5-step, and this is an incredible way now to start out the new year, all right? You sit down and say, this is one of those goals, this is one of those New Year resolutions that you're going to actually get to, and we're going to help you do it because we've got this planner, this book that is for basically establishing what you have and what goals you need to accomplish, and then it gives us a great tool to work with people on when they come in. They've got this planner already worked out, and we can help them make sure that their goals are on track and they're getting things done in 2016 to have a great year as they're planning for whenever retirement is.
Yeah, exactly. Especially if you're within 10 years of retirement, this report is really for you.
It helps you take it through step by step. Thank
Absolutely.
you so
Oh,
much.
our pleasure. Thanks for
Happy
having
New Year
us.
to you. Again, if you call Ashton Strobelt right now, you'll receive a free copy of 5 Steps to Retirement. Ashton Strobelt, a proud sponsor of the Morning Blend, and is providing this giveaway. Be sure to tune in each Thursday morning right here on The Blend for more information on Ashton Strobelt and how they can help you retire successfully. They are located on St. Rose Parkway in Henderson. You can also check out their website or call the number listed.